like t, d, tit, and dit. Hello guys, welcome back to my video lessons, Learning English with Bonri. So today video lessons I'm gonna teach you about grammar, and this grammar it is about past simple. Alright, so actually you know already there are 12 tenses in English, but today I just pick up only one thing to teach you. It is about past simple. If we talk about past simple, we need to know about definitions. You need to know about the rule of adding ed, and we need to know about regular verb, and you need to know about irregular verb, and you need to know about forms. Alright, so now let's go ahead together. Use. First, completed actions in the past and exact time. So here refer to activity that happened in the past and finished in the past. And we know exactly about time expressions like yesterday, last month, or 1 week ago, something like that. Second, describe a series of completed actions in the past. So here refer to activity that happened in order in a story or something else. So we need to know that there are more than one activity happened. One activity happened and another one activity happened next. Third, express habits in the past. So here just talk about past habit. So actually you know that if you talk about habit, it comes from in the past and until now. But past habit here for past simple, past habit means finished already. It is not continuing into the present. Please remember, finished in the past and not continue to the present. So that's all for definitions. So now let's go ahead with rule of adding ed. Alright, so if we talk about the rule of adding ed, we just add ed to regular verb. So let's go. 1. We just add ed to the verbs. So general way, we need to add ed to most verbs. You don't care, we just add ed. So example, rained plus ed, rained. And there are many more verbs that we can add ed. So the second one, verb end in e, we just add only d. Alright, so here we must remember when the verb ends in e, and in e we just add only d. Example like live plus d, lived. 3. We double the consonant and we add ed. So here we just focus on whenever the verb that has only one syllable and in one consonant, and next to consonant there is one vowel. So example like stop, one syllable, one consonant, and one vowel next to this consonant. Yes, we need to double here, and then we add ed. Stop, stopped. But we have exceptional rule. So whenever the verb that has one syllable but it ends in w or x, we don't double, we just add ed. So why? It is the rule. Example like snow. Actually it is one syllable and it ends in one consonant and one vowel next to this consonant, but we don't double, we just add ed. Like snowed. Another one is like fix. One syllable and one consonant and one vowel, but we don't double, we just add ed, like fit. Alright. 4. Verb ends, so here with letter S. So verb ends in Y, we change that Y to IE. So here, whenever the verb ending y, we need to change that y to ing. So look at example. Try. Tried. But so here we have exceptional rule also. Look at this. If one vowel is next to that y, we don't change. So how do we do? We just add ed. We don't change that y to ing. Look at example like play. Actually it ends in y, but remember that one vowel next to that y, we don't change. We just add ed. Play. Play. Alright, so one more thing. Everyone please remember that when we add ed to regular verbs, please remember the pronunciations. Sometimes at the end of the ed sound like t, d, tit, and dit. So now that's all for regular verb. So let's go ahead to irregular verb. Irregular verbs. So again, if we talk about past simple, we need to know about verb to. Verb to here, there are two ways. So the first one is about adding ed, and the last one is about the ways to memorize. So look at this. We must memorize. So here refer to the verb that it is a changeable. It changed from one verb to another verb. Verb 1 to verb 2. So look at example. Drink, drank. Speak, spoke. Swim, swam. So there are many more verbs. But today I just raised up only 3 kinds of verbs on the whiteboard. So if you want to learn more about verb 2, about verb irregular verbs, so let's go ahead to the internet and type irregular verbs. So you will see verb 1, verb 2, and verb 3. Alright, so here I just give you the example of the verbs. So that's all for irregular verbs. So let's go ahead to from. Alright, so we talk about from. So the first one is positive form, negative form, and question form. Positive form, subject plus verb 2 plus object. Negative, subject plus did plus not plus verb 1 plus object. Question, did, subject plus verb 1 plus object. So you need to make sure that with this one actually we come from present simple, do or does. But here we change to did. Did and plus not. And be careful with this. So if you talk about positive, it is about verb 2, but negative, it is about verb 1. So why? Because it is already verb 2. It is called auxiliary verb to have verb here. Okay, it can be helping verb. It is already changed. It changed to past. Do change to did. Alright. And question, it is the same. It is verb 1 and did. It already changed. Do, it changed to did. So it is past, did, subject, verb 1, and object question mark. Alright, so look at example here. Positive form. Positive example like subject. So you know already if you talk about subject, it can be I, you, we, they, he, she, it. And singular subjects and plural subjects. All subjects we use with verb 2. Verb 2. Alright, go ahead. I, you, we, they, he, she, it. I give you a verb cook. Cook. So he is verb 1. But so if we do it with past simple, verb 2. So you already know that cook here is regular verb, so we just add ed, and the pronunciation is cooked, cooked. Breakfast, and here blah blah blah. So you can add more like, if you want to put like yesterday, or glad he ate cooked breakfast yesterday? Take a look at another one example with negative form. Are you with that he eat plus did. Look at the form here. Did, not, and cook. Cook here we change to verb 1. We cannot add ed anymore. We cannot add ed like this anymore because it is already changed. Are you ready? He did not cook breakfast yesterday. Alright. Take a look at another one is about question. Look at the form here. Did, subject. Did. Are you ready? He ate cook breakfast yesterday. Alright. So here also verb 1. It cannot add ed. Why? Because it is already done for it. So it is the easy way to remember. And now, so that's all. So that's all for my teaching today. So yeah, I would like to say thank you very much for your watching, and I hope see you next video. Thank you. Goodbye.